Hello everybody, it's vanburman here and welcome to my video where I'm going to be talking about the, well, not new, but the YouTube terms of service in regards to taking down people's videos that are inappropriate and have swearing and all that sort of rubbish. So, a lot of people have been complaining about what YouTube have done in terms of the terms of service and the new bot that's going out and deciding whether things are suitable for advertisers to put their adverts on, which, I think it's a fair enough request or desire from them to do that, because if they are presumably getting pressure from their advertisers that they want to make sure that their content is not necessarily of sufficient quality but of sufficient moral standing to advertise to potential customers, then by all means, the money is what really dictates the platform. And a lot of mostly large YouTubers, not myself, I say mostly large, that do depend on their videos being monetized to make a living, etc. People who get a lot more views than I do are complaining about having like 5 videos taken down out of no doubt probably about 1,000 or so that they've got. Much like myself, I've not been through and checked all my videos, but then again, to a certain extent, I'm not really bothered about this, mainly because I feel as though a lot of it doesn't apply to how I conduct myself on the website. My videos don't really hardly contain any swearing, there's no partial nudity. I do talk about controversial topics. I think they're controversial, which is normally slagging off Square Enix, but I don't talk about, homicides and rape, and obviously there are a lot of channels that do report on this sort of thing. And, well, this video is sort of in 2 parts, both for and against. So we're going to start with what I don't like about it, because there's a lot more that I do like. So I don't like the fact that someone could inadvertently talk about a very specific topic, that is of public interest, and not be able to monetize the content that they've made. But on the flip side of that, personally, I'm not really keen on those channels that purely do this sort of thing, an almost sort of like harassment style-esque of video. So a lot of people may mention, for example, Keemstar, and it was actually iDubbbz that got me into Keemstar, and then I got so annoyed about Keemstar that I made my own video. But a lot of people have made videos about Keemstar, and noticeably there's a channel called Leafy is Here or something, that guy with the 5-year-old voice, and he makes a lot of videos, or a lot of his videos come up in my suggested filter, because I've listened to a couple of his Keemstar rants, or one of his rants on Keemstar. I think he's done 2 or something, and I'll be honest, they're a little bit vicious, especially the titles of his videos, or the most cringiest girl on the internet, or the most sexually abusive person on the internet, or something like this. And I'm thinking, well, you're just going out of your way now to personally attack someone. I'm not sure about the credentials as to whether it is slander, or whether, what was being said is proven, and, whether it's, could have probably gone to court or some of the stuff I've seen. But the fact that someone makes their living or their livelihood off of doing this is, I think it's quite frankly deplorable. And there is occasionally times when a company such as YouTube, who facilitates, channels being able to monetize videos, to sort of enforce an air of morality in there, to try and stop this cyberbullying thing that we've got going on. YouTube, Facebook, Reddit, Twitter, a lot of sections of that are very toxic, and obviously you're not going to be able to, stop people commenting, or, well, apart from the creators disabling the comments, but you're not really going to have the comments moderated as such by YouTube. So in a roundabout way, they're moderating it through almost through the guise, or whether it is, like I say, legitimate concern raised by the advertisers that the content is not suitable to be monetized, and that therefore discourages people from acting like children, basically calling each other names, calling someone else out for different things. I mean, it is slightly hypercritical. I did make a video on Keemstar, but I really just don't like that type of channel, the type of people that just do videos about that. Gaming related, tech related, you know, where it's companies doing shady stuff is, well, it's not personal, for one, and you're not going out and just attacking someone, you know, just mindlessly making up stuff about them or DDoSing them or whatever it may be. So that needs to be addressed, and I think this is one of the ways around doing it, other than, because I think if YouTube went through and said, your video is not morally acceptable, I'm taking it down, it's, well, I don't know, it's very controlling of the platform when, you know, they want to be open and they want you to be able to put up the content you want to, but then you've got to make the decision then, am I happy to monetize it or not? So a lot of the times I'm not really that fussed about monetizing. I hardly earn any money off YouTube, so it's not a big deal. And in terms of like copyrighted material or stuff, I will, well, sort of around fair use, like showing off bits of a game or a trailer. With some companies I'm really careful and I try not to include too much, but that is not because not because I'm worried about the monetization. The monetization of the videos don't bother me. I do monetize them, and any money I get basically just goes on buying games anyway, so, which is obviously nice. I'm a gaming channel, that's what I talk about, that's what I mainly do, and it just sort of helps facilitate that. But if none of my videos were monetized, it wouldn't stop me doing any of the videos that I do, because it purely is a passion project for me. And some people get too far away from this and think about not so much clickbait, but think about topics that people are going to be interesting because they know it's going to get a lot of views, because they know it's controversial, because they know it potentially sometimes is distasteful, or because they've made so many videos talking about various topics that they now have nothing to talk about. Much like me, I suppose, in this one. No, I mean, I know I'm a little bit late to doing it, but I'll be honest with you, I've not really felt too confident getting in front of the camera recently, for whatever reason. But anyway, that's my own issue, I suppose. But it'd be great to know what you guys think about the issue of the YouTube censorship, or YouTube is over, everyone panic and cry. It's not over, because I will still be making videos, and lots of people like me will still be making videos. Whether the production quality is as high or not as some of the heavily monetized ones is a little bit beyond me. And if people really want to complain about YouTube, you can always just go over to Twitch and do some streaming. I mean, you know, there's always ways around it. There's always other avenues you can earn money from without, you know, resorting to breaking the, I don't know, the terms of service, or, well, not terms of service, but the conditions anyway, to be able to monetize on YouTube. Personally, I don't have a problem with it. I do agree with the point that some people have made that it's perhaps a little bit overzealous at the minute, and it will be scaled back over time. But moaning about having 5 videos demonetized when they've probably already got the majority of ad revenue they're going to get, I really don't have a problem with it. So, YouTube, keep up the good work. Just try not to make it too harsh, because you don't upset all those people who want to personally attack others and talk about distasteful topics. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you all very soon. Goodbye.